Hey everyone, this is MJ, and you are at my channel called Reading This Life. My channel is where we talk fiction, friends, and fun. Today, let's talk about some advanced reader copies that I have waiting for me to be finished. Stay tuned. Welcome if you're brand new. Welcome back if you're a subscriber. We're going to do a mix of physical and of ebooks, e-copies, e-ARCs, e-pubs, whatever you want to call them. I'm still, me and NetGalley, we're still doing the dance. We're still doing the dance. Got approved for a bunch. My wish came true from a magical author, and a publishing house sent me some yummy books last week. Oh, and that made my day. First up, Clash Books. Thank you so much for sending me these. Absolutely made my day when I got your package. This is Catherine the Ghost by Kathe Koja. From Bram Stoker award-winning author comes a fiercely poetic homage to Emily Bronte's supernatural masterpiece Wuthering Heights, where love is relentless and the dead are never gone. Oh, love it. And it's so cute. It's small. It's beautiful. The font is on point, and I can't wait to get into it. So I think this may be a new writer that I'm going to explore a little bit more. Thank you for that. Then V. Castro. I love V. Castro. I love everything about V. Castro. I love her attitude. I love her sexiness. I love how she is just going to lay it out. No sugarcoating whatsoever. She is a strong female. I love that. This is the Pink Agave Hotel and Other Stories. This is a book of short stories, and they are spicy and horror based. Oh, I'm on number 4, and it's so good. It's so good. So if you've never read V, you definitely need to read this one. This one comes out February of 2025. Readers are invited to the Pink Agave Motel, where brutality and intimacy ooze across the pages, exploring depths of the unhinged imagination and how human desire unlocks the impulse to bite. Castro's voice, influenced by Mexican folklore and a feminist perspective, illuminates a deeper view of how unrequited love affects every type of being alike. And it is good. It is so, so good. Over the moon to read this. And like I said, I'm about 35 pages in, and it's fantastic. All right, now let's get to some e-books. This is I Do Not Apologize for My Position on Men by Ray Wilde. This I enjoyed immensely. Ray sent me an email. I started it. I gobbled it up. I finished it. I loved so many of these stories. And the last one was kind of mind-blowingly amazing because it was like a choose your own adventure. Remember Choose Your Own Adventure? Yeah, it had those elements in it. So it's delicious to read as a female. Males will also appreciate it. It's really, really well done. There's so many great stories touching on so many different elements. A lot of underwater feelings, a lot of underwater vibes, a lot of, mermaids, mer creatures, a lot of sexuality, and it's good. It's good. If you have never read Ray Wilde before, you need to read this book. It's damn good. And I can't wait to read more. Okay, then we also have on the ARC front some NetGalley items. We have Good Dogs by Brian Asman. This is, I thought it was a Dogman book, but I believe we're still in werewolf territory, because I know Dogman is a thing too, but I'm only about 25% in on that, but I love the writing so far. Then we have Necrology by Meg Ripley. Meg was able to send this to me after I pleaded heavily on my channel, complaining that I haven't received it yet, and that's the one book that I want to get. So this is about witches, and it's about Salem, and it's gonna be amazing. It's gonna be amazing. So this is going to be second after, no, I think this may be first. I have to see when the books are rolling out, and that's how I'm going to tier my ARCs. Do you do that too? Or do you just go in and mood read it? I can't mood read ARCs. I have to go in and see when the publication date, because those books deserve reviews before the publication date, right? Right. But yeah, if you're interested in this, I think it's still available on NetGalley. It's going to be good. Oh, it's going to be good. And this is, I think it's a series, or at least a duology. There's number 2 of The Dirty. It's good. Okay. Let's see. I know there's another one too. Ooh. Let me get into my NetGalley and see what's happening. So this is what we have on NetGalley. We have Good Dogs by Brian Asman. Publication date is October 1st. Mask of Lies by Matthew Lyons. That one I did not show you guys. That has a green cover. I'll put a picture here so you can see it. And that is, the publication date is August 6th of 2024. So actually that's really the first one that I should read, right? Right. And then Necrology is September 24th of 2024. And that's by Meg Ripley. And I reached out to Meg. We were DMing when she saw my video that I needed that book. And I'm actually going to email her, and I think we're going to do an interview. We're going to do an author interview with Meg Ripley. So stay tuned for that. Oh, and then let's talk about some other books. Okay, so those are the ARCs that I have. And I'm going to go through them in order. All right, then. And one of our favorite horror friends, Brian Boyer, sent me 2 of his books to read, because I'm going to be interviewing him as well. The first one he sent me is Flesh Rehearsal. I asked him, because I've never read Brian before, I said, tell me which books I should read before I interview you. So he sent me this one, and then his latest release, and this is Old Too Soon. So I'm going to be reading both of those before I interview Brian. And I'll be making an announcement when that happens. I'm going to reach out to these authors and get things scheduled. So I'll be letting you guys know in advance when that's going to happen. And if you have any questions that you'd like for me to ask them, you can always, leave a message in the comments. All right, so those 2. And then there was an author that reached out to me on Twitter and saw that we were doing Horror Mayhem and really, really thought it was a cool idea, and pitched me to read his book. And I said, it's not really my kind of book, but I said, if you want to send me a copy, I'll be more than happy to show it and talk about it. So from what I understand, it's not that I wouldn't like it. It's just, I think it's just not my cup of tea. Does that make sense? Oh, and he had a package. You didn't have to package it like this. It's so sweet. You didn't have to do that. Okay. Look how cute. Let's see what it says. Dear MJ, hope you enjoy these twisted tales from across the pond. May the grisly thrills take you back to the 80s pulp horror heyday. Warm regards, Steve Stark. Do you know Steve Stark? Amazon does such a great job. They even wrap it in paper now. Okay. Oh, all right. This is his book, Violent Ends, by Steve Stark. Look at that. Glass coming through the skull. It's pretty neat. That's a pretty kick-ass cover, if you ask me. From the author of A Hot Dose of Hell, now comes a trilogy of stark terrors, 3 gritty splatter-filled tales of serial killers, sadistic home invaders, vicious thugs, and a whole nightclub full of hedonistic revelers in scenes of mortal peril and supernatural horror. Stark will take you on a terrorific tour of his brutal world, from the seedy streets of Scarmouth to the harsh rural landscape of Lynchton, with all routes set to terminate in some very violent ends. Buckle up, keep your arms and legs inside the vehicle at all times. This is one hell of a ride. I'm going to have to be in a certain frame of mind to go into this, but I think I will. Maybe Garbogist. Maybe for Garbogist. We'll see. And this is from 2023. These violent delights have violent ends. William Shakespeare. Love that. Thank you so much, Steve. Looking forward to it. All right. I'm gonna go there. I'm going to. I'm tiptoeing in. Okay. But thank you so much for the lovely note and for the fancy packaging too. You didn't have to do that, but thank you. I will list all of the books that I mentioned in the description box in the event that you want to request the ARCs, or you just want to be mindful as to when they're going to be made available. So make sure, guys, that you are reading good stuff. Make sure that you're taking care of yourself so you can take care of others. And I will see you in my next video, whether that be sooner or later. So until next time, goodbye for now. Happy reading. We need more hours in the day.